Mango Mustache Media.
Hello and welcome to the Sexy Housewife Podcast. I'm your host, Karen Sanchez Dougall. Not that sexy, and I live in an apartment complex. Today, I have with me in studio the very talented, multi-talented, and very beautiful Rachel Ware. And accompanying her is the just kind of as talented.
Yeah, I'll try. We're sticking with that introduction, I see. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and you talked right over the money piece. She said your name, and now no one knows.
Tyrel Frazier, everybody! Yay!
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, here at the Sexy Housewife Podcast, we like to ask our guests, instead of like, how are you? We like to ask, how are you? Which means like, how are you? How sexually satisfied are you?
Oh, right off the gates. I would say a out of 10.
Okay.
It's good.
That's a good.
That's like
good,
a
right?
10 out. It translates to a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Just say it in your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a trimmed beard, so yeah, that's good.
Oh, I do a good job.
He
I put effort.
manscapes beautifully. Also, you can't tell. Maybe you can a little bit. Show us a little neck, but he's like full Tom Selleck under
I'm
there.
I'm a
He's
very
super
hairy
hairy.
man. You would think because of the beard that I would be very hairy, and you would be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a hairy back?
He doesn't.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not spotless.
You know,
but it's,
yeah.
I my husband and I do this thing. It's called plucking and fucking,
Okay.
where I pluck his eyebrows, his cheeks, and his neck, and his chest, because I don't like hair. Like,
oh,
I'm
Karen,
not a
you're
hair
missing
person.
out. Oh boy.
And I'm like, hey babe, you want to pluck and fuck? And I just pluck away.
That's a fair deal, though.
And I
mean,
just
like,
love
Yeah.
the juicy hairs.
I just
Oh, yeah.
like as
It's
far as he goes. I mean, he's getting the good end of the deal. Like, you make him look better, and then he gets laid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Win-win.
I
Win-win.
love a good pluck and fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrel, how are you?
Very well. Yeah, I'm doing great.
That's good.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Amazing.
Oh.
I took my meds on time today, so that means that I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good. I took my anxiety medicine this morning. I've been weaning myself off, but this morning I went, what the hell?
I tried to wean myself off, and my psychiatrist told me, no, you're too mentally ill.
Yeah, please don't do
Don't
that.
do this.
Literally.
That's a really nice way.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, this bitch was like, are you fucking stupid? Like, you're literally too mentally ill to do that. And I'm like, okay.
Okie
You
dokie.
can't wean yourself off of 9 different medications at once, Karen. That's a
The
lot.
bad thing is that, like, I'm literally on, like, 6 different medications.
No,
Like,
yeah.
you're not far off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, introduce yourselves. You're both comedians.
Yes.
So, Tyra, let's start off with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a stand-up comedian.
She just said that. Sorry. I won't interrupt
based
anymore.
in Omaha, Nebraska.
Seriously, I won't interrupt anymore. Go ahead and just tell them what you need.
Oh, you bitch. No, I'm based in Omaha, Nebraska there. I occasionally host out of the Funny Bone. I won the Omaha Funny Bones Clash Comedian of the Year last year. So yeah, just tour in the Midwest with my love here, who is even more talented than I am. And try
per the introduction
Yeah, we
to
knew
this
that
podcast.
already.
yeah, we've already.
We've established that.
I was just verifying what your claims.
It's
that's
sweet.
all. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, the Omaha Chamber of Commerce would also agree with that. I'm just
You
fucking around.
looked that up for this
I
podcast
did,
today.
yes.
I know that because no one fucking talks about the Omaha Chamber of Commerce. That's like people that are like, Warren Buffett, am I right? And I'm like, we don't really talk about him. Not like that.
Warren Buffett thinks that Rachel Ware is funny.
I mean, probably.
It can't be disproven.
Right.
Yeah.
This, Rachel Ware is sponsored by.
I would. Oh God. Hey, you remember before the podcast when you said you could bleep out anything? I'm gonna request that as my first bleep. I'm gonna limit myself to 5 this podcast, but that's number 1. And I'm using it on Karen. It's not even something I said.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. I guess I can't censor what you say, but. So my name's Rachel Ware, and I'm a stand-up comedian.
Hi, Rachel.
I have a real problem, and it's being funny. Omaha. I guess Omaha's where I started. We both live in Council Bluffs, Iowa now.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Which
like
is
literally
a part of
20
Omaha.
feet across the river
Yeah,
into
it's
Iowa.
a suburb of Omaha.
So yeah, I've been doing comedy 10 years, at least 10 years, stand up 10 years. I've been doing comedy 12 years if you want to count improv, which I will, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I would.
I
too.
don't.
And that's and I know that. And we talk at length about that. But yeah, just really, I think in the last 2 years, kicked some shit off. I've also won Clash of the Comedians at the Funny Bone. However, Tyrel and I did a winners of the winners, and he beat me. So
That's
You were just being nice.
No,
You could say
I
that.
very much wanted to win. And I let him know that.
Yeah.
And he beat me fair and
by
square.
4
Sorry.
points.
By 4 points.
Yep.
Yeah. Well deserved though. So we've both just been Tyrell's been one of the people that has like gotten me out of my comedy darkness, and I think I owe him a lot of things for for getting me to this point. And
Do you pay him back sexually?
yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
I think so. Here's the deal is I want to do the sexual things to him, and it's also a bonus that we're may or may not have been funny on stage before that happening.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we have a good time in the bedroom, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had sex.
Good for you. Me too.
Thank you. Yeah, we tried it once and we really liked it. We didn't think it was going to be for us, but it's awesome.
It's great.
Yay.
Highly suggest it. Anyone
Also
out
a
there,
10 out of 10 for sex.
10
yeah.
out of 10 out of so many 10s.
Great. Great Google review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sex is awesome.
Wonderful. Do you have a child?
I have 2.
You have 2.
Yes.
Not with Rachel.
No.
Oh.
Nope. She is their
You're her single
stepmom.
mom. You're her step.
I'm a stepmom.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it's a crazy thing to be a stepmom. I assume we're close to the same age. How old are you?
I'm 25. I know, it's okay. I was just talking to my husband about this today, about a lot of people think that I'm a lot older than I am.
No. I knew you weren't older than me. I just didn't want you to be that much younger than me. So
I love you. It's okay. It's okay.
But that's okay. We'll move past that. So it still fits into our generation though. Our generation has such just an ugly connection to stepmom, right? Because my main ones are like in Cinderella, the character's fucking called the evil stepmother.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Linsday Lohan Parent Trap, Meredith, whatever her name was. I almost said Meredith Grey. That would be such a funny crossover movie. Grey's Anatomy meets Parent Trap.
Or just medical malpractice.
Yeah, write that down, babe. We're gonna revisit that later.
Screenplay idea.
Note to self. But yeah, the stepmom.
Bleep that out, Alex.
Not my bleeps. I still got 4 more. Yeah, she was. Do you know in that movie she was? The there's a line in the movie where she gets asked, she's like, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 26 or like, I'm 27. And at the time, looking back on that, you're like, fuck, you just wanted to like marry a rich dude and have a really chill summer in life. And now
Relatable.
you're dating a guy with 2 kids. Ooh.
And they fucking hate
And
you.
they hate you and they're mean to you. They're mean to her. I'm sorry. Maybe she's a bitch, but once again, she didn't know she was walking into a relationship of 2 kids. And then they show up and they're mean to her.
Wait, she doesn't know in that movie? Like she just marries a guy not knowing
They're not
that he
married.
has
I
2
think they're engaged.
They're engaged.
Okay,
And
but-
it was understood that he had 1 kid, but that she was like away. Don't you love watching back a movie that you watched as a child and then you're like, holy shit, that was pretty adult?
Yeah, it almost always ruins movies that I liked when I go back and rewatch them.
My niece loves that movie.
Yeah.
My niece is like,
Classic.
it's funny because the other day I was in a like meeting with one of my staff and she noticed that picture. I have a picture of my niece in my office and she thought that it was a childhood picture of me because my niece looks so much like me.
Gotcha.
Hilarious.
And she was like, oh, that's such a good quality picture for a picture of you. And I'm like, no, that's my niece.
What a weird thing it would be if you did have your own baby picture sitting on your desk.
Oh, it,
Right,
makes,
like,
it makes me want to do it so
What a
bad now.
ridiculous, just like, oh, I just love to look back over the years and just really reminisce. Like, you buy one of those, that makes me want to go and like buy one of those
Right.
1st through 12th grade frames and just go put my own
Oh my
school
God.
photographs in it.
Not even your child.
No,
So-
just hang it on my wall
You
at
have
work.
children.
I have pictures of his kids on my desk at work, but they're like wallet sizes. So now I'm thinking like, what if I have the 2 wallets on display and then like an 8x10 of me as a baby?
When people are like, oh, who's this? You're just like, oh, that's me.
Me.
Wasn't I fucking
I
adorable?
was so fucking cute.
I was
Say
also
it.
and
Say I was cute.
I was
Say I
super
a
cute too.
Baby.
Well, the funny thing about my niece is that my niece acts like me,
Uh-huh.
but she's a little bitch.
Oh, that could still be like
Like,
you.
That, you don't, I mean,
She's a brat. And like
Oh,
my mom
no.
and my sister and like my entire family is like, she's such a brat. And then they're like, she acts just like you. And I'm like, and then they're like upset about it. And they're like, oh, she acts just like you. And I'm like, so you're saying
obviously
she's
makes
a
you
little
feel,
brat.
yeah, it makes you feel great.
Karen and Rachel's headphone splitter got unplugged and Rachel volunteers to crawl under the table to fix it.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Sorry, I can
get it.
crawl.
Are you
in.
sure?
Can you?
I
Here.
think I can. I think I can.
You can.
I think the content would be better if I did it, right?
Okay.
I drove all this way. Let me get on my hands and knees for you fucking people.
Okay, we're gonna leave this in. Fuck it. No, it was not. It was all Rachel.
Woo!
It was all Rachel.
See,
You-
once again, this is why I do it. It's for the attention. It's for the audience. Do you think if this was being recorded, I would have been nice enough to do that? Fuck
If
no.
it wasn't being
If
recorded,
it wasn't being recorded. Now I look like a really good person and it's on film forever. Anywho.
Should we so do you want to know what a sexy housewife is? Like what our definition of it is here?
Yes, please.
So a sexy housewife, the definition of a sexy housewife is here, is somebody who would like to learn how to cook, clean, and come better, regardless of their gender, of their home ownership status, or if they're, you know, like ugly or they don't feel sexy. You know,
I love that was really beautiful. No gender, no status. You know, you can be just fucking
You
hideous.
just be a fucking uggo.
You could just be the worst looking person in the world.
Yeah, or you
Tyrel.
Tyrel.
I mean,
or you know,
Mr. fucking
single,
Harry over there.
single. If you're single, you
That's
don't need to
right.
be married. You know, as long as you would like to better yourself and to learn how to cook and clean and nut better. If you don't, you know, because I'll meet people and they're like, I've never come, or no one's ever made me come, or like I don't masturbate, and I'm like, what the fuck is
wrong with you.
Yeah, like
I mean, I hate passing that judgment, but yeah, that's
I don't judge
Yeah.
people, but it's like,
because
are you okay? Like,
at what point too are you like, if you've personally never come before by your own hand or someone else's, I would need answers. You know what I mean?
You know,
I'd be like, why?
well, first of all, here at the Sexy Housewife podcast, we are telling you go to the doctor. You know, like make an appointment with your
Yeah, a head doctor or a PP doctor or something. I work in
Definitely.
sexual health. I'm so mad I said
Watch
PP.
a Google video.
I'm not going to
and,
say
like,
where I work
Google
because I don't.
instructions. I'm sure
Never
it'll
gonna
work
say
great.
where I work.
Yeah.
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 Google
Don't go to work.
instructions for masturbating.
Yeah.
Get
No,
it mailed
just-
to you.
And then watch the video links that come
Yeah.
up from there and do it at work. It'll be a good spot. It was
Yeah.
bad advice.
That
Oh,
was,
gotcha.
Yeah. It was
It
didn't
wasn't.
land.
It didn't all
land.
sound bad. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Up until the work part. Don't do it at work.
Don't do it at work.
But up until that point, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, oh yeah.
well,
You're
that
so
sounds good.
helpful.
That's what I'm going for most of the time.
We're proud of you. You guys did a show in your underwear yesterday.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did. This was the third time
Yeah.
that we have done a show. Well, my fourth, the third of this show,
Yeah, this is it was the third Great Exposure show.
which is a show Tyrel produces
Yeah.
and is very well attended. Kudos to you for
Oh,
that show.
Thank you very much.
It is so much fun, and we have also done comedy
In Kansas City in our underwear.
in our underwear. Yes,
What's that like?
so fun.
Yeah, great time.
My mom's,
I will say the first time is very scary. It really is. And what I found too is that like I have to overbook these shows because of the amount of people that it sounds like a great idea. Like, oh yeah, I'd love that idea, and then I inevitably have one or two people drop the week of the show when it gets real.
Mhm.
And like you psych yourself up for it more than it is. It's everybody kind of forgets you're in your underwear after the first couple of minutes. You know what I mean? Including you.
Yeah.
So it's super nerve-wracking at first, but it gets easier.
Mm-hmm. I'm also not a person that's wearing anything up there that is more exposing than my swimsuit.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I guess my mom is so Catholic that, and I don't like I pretty much only have one parent because I don't talk to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be able to do it just because of that.
It's so funny because
Which is insane because of the things I say. Sorry. To
Oh
interrupt.
yeah, no, you're fine. We are both in our 30s, right? And like take care of children. And we posted a photo on our Facebook of the last show, a tasteful photo. And the way that our families reacted to it,
Oh my God.
it was a picture of us like bashing puppy heads or something.
Right. It was
They were like, I can't even believe that you thought that was okay. Yeah, they were just like so
no comment about the swimsuit beach photos that we like took drinking at the beach the week before, even though we're wearing pretty much the same amount
Yeah,
of
my mom would
clothing.
literally cry.
Right. It's totally generational,
Mhm.
and like I hate being that person that's like you don't understand, but they literally don't understand,
don't.
especially because they're not stand-up comedians. Like the ego is such.
Yeah.
ours are so inflated that if we could also do something that like gets a rise out of people or like gets them to be like, I can't believe they're doing that.
Right.
And we're like, yeah, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it like 20 times.
And not to mention as an entertainer and a producer that if I have a twist that brings people in to see the show, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And underwear shows aren't that unheard of.
Right.
They're kind of becoming more of a thing.
Yeah.
Niche shows that you see.
Yeah.
And it to me it goes along with the like eating a hot pepper and then doing your set or the like Ian Abramson used to have a comedy show where you would go in a soundproof room and do your whole set to a camera, and the camera would then broadcast your set in another room, so you like couldn't hear people laughing or like responding or whatever. But yeah, I mean, comedy is great, and there's so many things you can do with it. So it's like when Tyrel is like, "What about an underwear show?" It's like, yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yep. And now, it's just turned into an every 6 months thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't do it all the time. Because then it gets people will stop showing up. Like it has to be a treat.
Especially in Omaha. We don't have, I think, the crowd that likes those niche shows as much as other cities do. From, I guess, Kansas City absolutely loves them. Like eats up those theme shows.
I think we've talked too long about it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're being boring now. Like we've said the same thing over and over again. Don't mind me. I'm gonna eat a handful of Tums.
No. Oh no, because we're gonna
because we're also gonna eat that.
Yeah,
I have heartburn constantly.
And my stomach has growled like 3 times during this conversation. Yeah.
I like that I brought Tums and a Gatorade to this podcast. Just real full of energy.
No worries. Okay, are we ready to eat then?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You want me to hand this to you? Is that
Yeah.
That helpful?
Is that? All right.
Does anybody need anything?
No, I'm good. I'm
water.
very excited about this. Oh shit, yeah. That looks good.
We came hungry.
Good. I told you to.
Yeah.
So you came prepared. Okay.
Yeah,
one
so
second.
get everybody a plate, and then get them in front of you, and then get those microphones back in front of your face. We'll do the tasting together.
Oh, okay.
Officially.
So this is Italian pesto pasta bake. This is originally my husband introduced me to this recipe, and then I kind of put my own twist on it. So 1 second.
I'm so fucking excited
it looks
right now.
fucking delicious.
I am real happy about this.
I do love that you included the recipe on here, and I will be asking Rachel to make it later.
Yes.
this is a
Yeah.
really
There's a
big
question here
spot.
that says, "Do either of you cook in the relationship?" And I do. Yes, I cook.
Yes, Rachel
And
cooks,
Tyrel eats.
but I also do a lot of cleaning. I do the cleaning.
You do the cleaning, yeah.
She does the cooking.
I do the cooking. That is such a Tyrel sized portion. Dude. Like
I
that
can
is
give you a large portion.
No. It's good.
Good.
Here's the thing. Tyrel, I'm not exaggerating. You all are gonna see this in a second. Tyrel is the fastest eater I've ever seen. I purposely serve him last because I've seen him eat like 3 hot dogs in 2 minutes. Like it's just like the most insane thing I've ever.
It's a good thing you're not gay.
I mean, at restaurants,
I'm just really good at eating.
his focus is just insane.
I don't even try. It's just
Alex, do you want some?
Yes, but I don't know. I'm not even on camera.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay, I'll take a little bit. I don't need a Tyrel portion.
Oh my God. When we first started dating, he told me that. He goes, I eat really fast, and I was like, okay. I blinked, and the food was gone. I was like, whoa.
I don't try. It just happens.
Thank you.
There's napkins.
Thank you so much. I think it's your bites too. You take
Large bites.
large bites.
I'm just.
Okay, everybody take a bite at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get it.
Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready?
Ready when you are.
Karen, you want to count us down?
3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
very good.
Ooh, I like that spice. That's good.
That's real tasty.
Oh yeah. I would make this. I will make this.
Mm.
Ooh, that's yummy. Mm-hmm. I'm reading what's in it here.
So while everybody eats, I'm going to give all the tips and tricks on how to make this. So,
This is yummy. I like the crispies.
Oh yeah, me too.
so you want to start off by thawing the meat in the fridge and putting it in a Ziploc bag. You might already know this because Rachel, you said you cook. And
Oh, sorry. I heat up the food. I don't fucking put meat in the fridge.
to thaw, I like to thaw meat in the fridge. And by putting it in a Ziploc bag and letting it thaw in the fridge, that way, if you fucking forget about it, you don't have to worry about fucking like salmonella or anything about forgetting about it. Because then if you forget about it, it's like, oh shit, now it's bad. No, it's not. It's fine. You're fine.
Perfect.
That's fair because it's
Yeah, it's perfect. So that you take it straight from the freezer, just throw it in a Ziploc bag and throw it in the fridge. It's, you could leave it for fucking 3-4 days in there and it's still fine.
Oh, I will.
Will leave it in there. Alex always looks this shit up and is like, actually don't do that. We don't advise, otherwise you will get food poisoning.
I think leaving you've got a couple days on meat in the
Okay,
fridge.
yes. A couple days meat in the fridge is perfectly fine.
But to reiterate, you do have to refrigerate your butter. That's what we found out last week.
Eggs.
Sorry,
Oh,
eggs. You're right.
eggs.
I was like, bullshit, you have to
I,
refrigerate that
I
butter.
live butter on the goddamn
You
counter.
put it
sorry,
on an
eggs.
old plate and you leave
Okay,
it
well-
on the middle of the table.
We're gonna
Fuck
find
yeah.
that out for sure. But yes, I think you're right about that one. But eggs for sure. Refrigerate your eggs.
While you're waiting for your meat to thaw in the fridge, you could also grab a tube of uncooked cookie dough and just go to town on that. It's a real good appetizer.
Eat about.
Alex, don't you dare fucking look that up.
And then I like to brown over low medium heat. I like to brown garlic first. And then afterwards add my minced onion in there because it releases the flavor. So on another episode, I've already talked about the way that I like to chop up my garlic. So I like to either smash it with my palm if I'm being a lazy piece of shit, or my husband actually interjected and he was like, don't you do it with a knife sometimes? And I'm like, yeah, if I'm not being a lazy piece of shit, but if I'm being a lazy piece of shit, then I just do it with the fucking palm of my hand.
Yeah. If I would say, what the fuck are you doing in my kitchen? Get the fuck out of here.
No,
Why
I can't tell you how many times I tell him to get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That's my thing with the kids, too. If I'm cooking or heating or whatever, we have a big house. They each have their own room. They have a playroom, not each, but they have a shared playroom, living room. Why the fuck are you right next to me, next to the stove? Like, move away from me. Go.
Get away.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times I can't tell you how many times he tries to follow me into the bathroom. And I'm like, get away. I'm like, we need to have oh my God, you are completely done.
See what I mean? Do you see this? Alex, done. Cleaned it. Can we look at this? I've been eating this whole time and I still have just.
We don't need. Yeah.
You need to enter competitions.
Honestly,
have you ever been to the Iowa State Fair? We need to.
I have been to the Iowa State Fair. I love the Iowa State Fair.
Tell them why you won't do the eating competitions.
What? Well, I don't think I can eat enough to keep up with those guys. Or is that what you were thinking?
You just need to like not eat for a couple days before.
Well, I think that makes your stomach shrink, though, right?
Yes, isn't it? You're supposed to eat like a big meal before a big meal.
Yeah.
I don't know, but y'all, he eats fast. You see it.
Well, and like I'm busy. Like I don't have the time to be doing eating competitions.
You just tried to make yourself sound so elitist. Oh my God.
Like I could like maybe be the best eater in the world, but I'd rather not. I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, you're right. We're dumb. So stupid of us. Anyways.
As long as you see it.
Yeah. Tyrel gets mad at me because I sometimes use the bathroom with the door open. That is not an invitation to talk to me.
I always use the bathroom with the door open because, not always, but like typically, just because I don't like the smells lingering in there.
Yeah, for sure. Air it out.
Why would you want to share those with the rest of the house?
It's not that I want to. It's just that I don't want it like all stuffed.
You don't
like
have kids,
bathroom.
right?
No.
Okay, and up until a couple years ago, Rachel didn't have kids either. When you have kids, that time in the bathroom is often your only alone time all day. You would never not close the door. Yeah, but like at least they sit down and shut up.
That's true. They don't talk.
Yeah.
Because those kids, you'll be sitting there taking a poop, and the 7-year-old too nowadays, if you don't lock the door, she'll walk right in and just be like,
"She's your pooping buddy."
Can I have a question? Can I have a Swiss roll? And you're like, I don't care. What are you doing? Leave me alone.
Especially because we have a squatty potty. I swear by the squatty potty.
Oh, the squatty potties.
But
yeah.
it's an unfortunate position. So you look and feel very vulnerable when someone busts in.
You got your knees up to your up halfway up your chest.
In a birthing position.
Right. But man, is it awesome.
Yeah, my dogs love to come in and they either fight in front of me or they come by my feet, and we just call them our pooping buddies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I feel like again, they don't talk. It gets a lot more.
Okay, why are we talking about shit while we're eating?
I'm gonna tell you this, Karen. I've been on quite a few podcasts, some radio shows, even Todd and Tyler Empire Show. Every time I'm on a podcast, poop gets brought up. I am never the one.
Every single time.
But every single time.
Was it me?
I think it was you.
No, we were talking about leaving the bathroom door open.
Yeah, but that wasn't poop specific. Is it me? Am I the one that does it?
Yeah.
Subconsciously?
No. All right, you guys, I gotta...
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Here's... Oh my gosh.
That was me.
I'm gonna sacrifice a bleep for that. I got 3 left.
Damn it.
Oh my God, this is so good.
It was delicious.
It's so rich. Does your tummy feel okay?
I feel fine.
Hit it so fast.
So another one of my tips is that you want to make sure that the pasta is still a little hard.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay.
You want to make sure that pasta's still a little hard. Wink.
Wink.
Because...
Like a chub.
Yeah.
Like a halfie.
A half chub.
Oh, I think chub and halfie are 2 different things.
Half chub.
Those are...
Half chub.
A chub is like not hard at all.
No.
Yeah, no. I was thinking that
disagree.
a chub is like a halfie. They're the same thing.
Yeah, a chub is when you're a little horny.
Yeah,
just a tiny bit.
A chubby and a halfie. You're not hard.
You're not horde.
You're not horde. Does this pasta make you horde?
You want your pasta a little horde.
Yeah, your pasta's gonna be a little horde.
You want your pasta a little horde, like Rachel said. I can't do the voice. Because when you put it in the oven, it's gonna get all soggy. If you don't want soggy noodles.
It's gonna take a good soak. That's for the Mormons out there. Our super soakers.
Super soakers.
I'm a super soaker.
I feel like somewhere there is a Mormon who refers to themselves as a super soaker. Some Mormon 13-year-old boy.
It's like Batman, but he's like, I am the super soaker. I am the super soaker. Because they say I instead of yes. Levels.
There's
Goddamn.
levels to the shit.
This is really good. I'm sorry I've just kept eating this whole
No,
it's
you're
so
fine.
Good.
You're fine.
I think you're supposed to.
We got high before we came and ate. So
No, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do.
sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. I got high.
Wow. It's illegal in Iowa.
Is it illegal?
Technically, medical's legal now, right?
No, it's not.
Is it really not?
It's really not. Like CBD is illegal in Iowa.
Smokable.
It's all illegal.
No, you can buy CBD products.
No, you can't. They reversed it.
Did they reverse it?
Yes,
now?
they did.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they did. But it's just not enforceable. They're just like really lax about it.
Yeah.
It's fucked up shit, man.
No.
It's fucked up.
I don't even. It's duh.
Fuck Iowa legislation. Okay. Oops. Can't fuck up our sponsorships before we get them. Anyway.
I call Omaha Chamber of Commerce to the stand.
Warren Buffett.
Stop saying his name, Karen.
Warren Buffett, College World Series.
Diet Coke.
So, and then if you don't want your noodles to stick together.
This is so hilarious. I feel like I'm not even on purpose. We are derailing this whole thing.
No, this
and
is what you're
sweet Karen
supposed
keeps
to do.
being like, anyways, the cheese. She's like, dear God, please.
We haven't got to the cheese yet. We're still talking about the noodles.
Yeah, so the noodles.
Can I talk to you outside real quick? Don't fucking talk to me like that on air.
Show some respect.
I'm sorry. I'll save it for the car.
All right. Anyways, make sure your pasta's still a little hard.
That's where you're at? I think
I've never left. Make sure your pasta's a little hard. Tyrel and I used to do early on when we were dating. He's gonna be mad that I bring this up. We used to do these Italian characters where we would just fight with each other in Italian accents, and I was always the mom, and for whatever reason, he was my son.
This is life dating somebody who does improv.
No, you were equally into it. Don't.
No, I'm gonna pretend like I wasn't.
Would you fuck afterwards?
No, never.
Not as those characters.
No, worse than that. We did this like out in public at like restaurants and stuff. It was terrible. We would go play Keno and then pretend to be this Italian couple with each other.
Not for the benefit of anybody else.
No.
Just
that was for us.
Just for us.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Do it right now.
You
can't say that and just not do it right now.
The premise is that he is my son and he is like my worst son. I have many sons and he's the worst one.
Yeah.
Why can't you be more like your brother?
Shut up, Ma.
Yeah, you only visit every once in a while. When you come over, you bring troubles. You
That's
don't bring
because I got things to do, Ma.
Your brother, he's a lawyer. You could have been a lawyer. Then you started doing this comedy thing.
He's a goddamn deadbeat, Ma. You just don't see it because you're blind to it.
First of all, glaucoma is not blindness.
That's the gist. That's
basically
the gist.
Yeah.
God, that's so good.
And we would keep it going for just way too long. We would inevitably make up and then fight again. That was what we did.
I really dug the background music on that though.
That made it. It felt fun. It felt really fun. It made me go a little harder.
You do everything hard, Ma.
Oh my God! Would you speak
just like your pasta?
Oh my God!
You gotta make sure the pasta's still a little hard. That's what you always told me.
You sound like you're from Boston.
You're the olive oil between my.
I've never been especially good at accents.
I really like this one.
Yeah,
For me, it works.
It's one of the few I can do, honestly.
Here's the deal. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with Tyrel so hard is that I'm a fucking weirdo, you know? And anyone who's willing to be that weird with me, I'm like, yeah, all in.
That's our game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that a lot.
Yeah. Also, we both wasted our first pure love on our ex-wife and husband, so we're just second time around.
Yeah. Just fucking,
we have nothing to lose.
You learn a lot of lessons. And then also you learn well, if they leave, they leave.
Yeah, totally.
No, that wasn't nearly as... I'm going to use my bleep on that one. If we can use the bleep for that.
We don't need people to hear that.
I'm gonna use a bleep for that. I think the bleep should count in real life. So Rachel has to forget. She didn't hear that either. So
right.
Yeah.
Oh, he actively says on stage that he's working on divorce number 2, and then points right at me. So that's
true. I do.
I love it.
Have you ever considered couples therapy?
We don't need it.
No.
I think we're insane and sane enough that we definitely don't need it.
It's all for the laughs, baby.
All for the laughs, baby.
I'm so jealous.
Please don't.
It's a double-edged sword, though. Let me tell you, it is. We're just very similar people. And
how long have you been dating though for?
Almost
just shy of 2 years.
Yeah,
pushing on 2 years now. And we're very similar people, and we're both stand-up comedians, and it's great, but there's also plenty of cons to that. We're both, all of our downfalls as human beings are just exaggerated, because we're just both the worst procrastinators, so nothing ever gets done, right? Because nobody, and we're both impulse spenders, so we're broke all the time, but
we are.
But we have a lot of cool random shit from Amazon.
We have a lot of cool stuff.
A lot of cool shit. So yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have to call dibs on funny things that happen.
We do, especially with the kids. If something funny happens, we'll have to be like, dibs. That's my joke.
That's my bit.
That's my joke. I'll talk more about that tonight in my set too. But
it's funny. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's good, but it's also
bad.
It's all a facade.
Can we talk about how you remind me of Andrew Collin, though?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Hey, do your thing. Do that thing where you pull it up on the screen so I can see. Hey, you. Did you eat all your pasta?
Who's coming off Elitist now?
Oh,
and you yell at the producer to read your mind.
Alex, what'd you think of the pasta?
Oh, it was fantastic.
It's really good.
Actually, as someone who made pasta 2 nights ago and it was way too hard, I was
my God.
Yeah.
He had hard pasta.
I had too hard pasta. And then I thought
Nice.
I thought reheating it would put it to the correct texture or softness, and it just didn't. It never softened up. It just stayed hard. But I didn't bake it.
Good for you.
That's when you're supposed to see a doctor. You're supposed to see a
after
doctor
4
if that
hours.
happens.
If
What
your
did you give it,
pasta's still
Viagra?
hard after 4 hours, go the
give it
fuck to
Cialis?
bed. Nothing good happens
No,
after.
it was
You should have
delicious.
jerked it off.
Melted cheese on top was fantastic. The spices were great. Textures were awesome. And the portions were dope. I think that's the biggest portions we've ever had on the Sexy Housewife podcast.
Oh,
Yes.
Out of all 3 episodes.
I wanted to. Well, the first episode we did chocolate chip cookies. The second episode we did roasted salsa verde
Ooh.
with chips, and then so this episode I wanted to do like an actual meal.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
It was
delicious.
so good.
Thank you.
I'm struggling to find
Andrew
Collins.
Colin with a no S at the end. No, he's gonna probably hear about this and be upset.
Are any of these him?
Yes, they're all him.
Oh, they're all the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's a Oh, wait. Do I know? I know him. Maybe. Click. Yeah.
There we got them both.
No,
Yeah,
do
you
like
gotta
an
get-
over the shoulder
Tyrel,
thing.
could you do the
babe.
same face?
Yeah,
Sure.
look at the screen.
Oh.
Hold on, put your hat on backwards.
Oh. Let's do this.
There you go. And then like do it smolder. Other way. Look the other way. Keep going. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you gotta get a little clip of him talking because you got the same.
Do
talk.
we have real
Does he
similar
also
voices?
have a list? Or
I,
does he?
I think that's all what we assumed she meant. I think that's all what we all assumed that she meant. You didn't need to call it out.
Just in case the listeners at home didn't know what they did.
I think I'm gonna poop. You know, I do so many kegels that I can never piss
Yeah,
myself
she's
from laughing,
gorgeous.
but I think I might actually shit myself from laughing.
Oh my god.
Here, I found this clip. It was the shortest one. The other ones were like hour and 15 minutes, so I don't comb through it. Here's just a 30-second clip labeled Andrew Collin Hot Girlfriend.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you complaining
I
about?
shouldn't. She's gorgeous. She's younger than me. She's
Brenna is
vibrant. She likes to have sex.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You know, it's all great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Great sex, hot Tim
He does.
Dillon.
He
I don't
does.
see what the problem is.
Yeah, now I'm bragging.
Okay.
You know?
Good. Brag. Live it up. Make the
Yeah.
most of it because soon.
So the
I
guy's
thought
got a hot
that
girlfriend.
was the guy, and
Yeah.
I was like, "That's an Australian accent. That's not a
I
lisp.
can't.
That's not the same thing."
No,
No, I hear it though. He's got
Yeah, a little
similar.
bit.
Yeah.
I think that
And
he's
you don't
probably
really like. You have a soft S. You're not like out. You're not Mike Tyson.
Right. No.
no,
Right.
no.
But since you wanted to call out my flaws, glad that we got to talk about it.
Oh, I don't think it's a flaw.
I don't think so either. I think it's an asset.
Well, not now.
now say asset.
Asset. Well, not. It's
You
not.
guys should point out each other's flaws now.
Now,
you know?
now it's fine. It's just
Now
a
that we're saying
character trait.
Yeah.
But as a child, it was definitely a flaw.
Oh, okay. Are you being a baby then right now, or are you a grown adult who's not affected by it anymore? Which one? Are you a baby or are you an adult? Take your time.
Okay, so you know.
I'm an
okay.
adult.
Can I? I can't believe you answered
Oh my god,
She-
I'm gonna be in so much
She just
trouble.
gaslighted the fuck out of you.
Do you guys see how she treats me?
Go get yourself a Brenna.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways.
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna want
Anyways,
to.
you want to
drizzle the pasta with a little bit of
olive oil. That's how I get the crispy.
My favorite part of it.
Yeah.
I like the crispy bits.
The crispy bits.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
This has been the Sexy Housewife podcast. Oh, you guys make me cry laughing. Literally. No, but seriously, you do drizzle it with a little bit of
Yeah.
olive oil over the top.
I believe you. I really do. I believe you.
I'm convinced.
So, Rachel,
Yes.
you opened for Dave Attell.
I opened for Dave Attell. I did 5 shows with Dave Attell.
That's insane.
Yes.
How was it?
Amazing. As any comedian, I think, new or old, knows, Dave Attell is kind of just like one of the top spots, right? He walked so we all could run. So it was really cool to meet someone that I grew up watching on TV going, I want to be funny like that. So he is incredibly nice, incredibly generous. Tyrel also got to do a feature spot for him on one of the nights, and he was a super nice guy. He actually watched Tyrel's set, which, if you are a comedian, knows that is just like a big deal. Yeah, for me to hop up, it was super nice of him to offer me a guest set when he found out I was a comedian, and so I just hopped up and did 7 minutes, but I didn't expect him to watch it. That was super nice. And he genuinely cares about the next generation of comics. He does, yeah. So there's a bunch of like new people who obviously came out to see the shows, and he was willing to give spots to like really anybody. It was making some of the owners of the venue mad. But no, it was a great time. All the shows I think every show was sold out. It was insane. Yeah, super nice dude. I am still very humbled about it when I think about it. So big moment for me. I would say
he was like, quit your day job.
Yeah, I do want to make it clear that it wasn't like him in the back being like, all right, now you have to do this because you're so fucking amazing, right? But we talked so candidly about just like comedy and what my trajectory is and like what are the next steps. And he gave me so much insight. And during these talks, he would say things like, well, yeah, you got to quit your day job. Like, you got to do comedy. If you're thinking about it, do it. He invited me to go down to the Kansas City Improv with them to do another show, and that it was really nice. Did you
do it?
I did not. I did not do it.
Bitch.
This is going to be like 3 bleeps in a row. So I'll tell you why I didn't do it, because I had already gotten booked to do a university show and they had already paid me. I love that it came right over page, and they had already fucked me. They had already paid me. And I had cashed the check. So I did not end up going down. But still what he gave me, the insight, the open invitations to go travel and see what I can do felt real nice. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Could you imagine if I was like, asshole? He's the worst person in the world. He's not. Anyone who's met him he's just such a nice guy. Smokes like a chimney still. God bless him. The green room that we shared, that was his one big thing, is he didn't want to share the green room. So it was only me and the feature that were able to be back there. And the green room is like the size of this table. No joke. It's tiny.
About the size of smaller than
this room. And he chain smoked in there inside. And so I would come home at like 1 a.m. after 3 nights of shows and come sit next to Tyrel on the couch. And he's like, "You smell like an ashtray."
I was like, yeah, it was bad.
It was
made
like
made
in
a
my hair.
face because cigarette smoke makes my head hurt really, really bad.
Oh my gosh. You would die in there.
I would.
You
I would have
you
had a really
literally
bad
die.
migraine.
Yeah. It was like in my hair for days. It was wild.
Ugh.
Can I share how I know David Tell?
Yes, please.
The only reason I know who he is because when I was a teenager, I would stay up late watching Comedy Central to see the Girls Gone Wild infomercials.
Yes.
And his show was on.
Yes. Insomniac.
Insomniac.
Yes.
So like
That's
13
great.
years old, I'm like, I don't care about this guy.
Right.
Go to the
see the
commercials.
boobs.
I wanna. How old are you, Alex?
31.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
We
very
were there.
familiar.
We were there.
We
A
were
time
there.
of discovery.
we. Oh yeah.
We
you
did
know.
it.
Those were good.
Watching
years.
Flavor of Love for all the wrong reasons.
Flavor of Love is one of my favorite reality shows. I know
It was such a confusing
almost
move.
all the girls.
Yeah.
All the I Love New York spinoffs as well. Just
Me too.
so good. Hoops.
Rachel's a
Pumpkin.
big reality TV
I
fan.
love reality. I love it so much. Not competitions. I just like watching reality TV.
Very good.
Anyways, you're gonna want to drizzle your pasta with a
Drizzle
little
it with
bit of olive oil.
the olive oil.
With olive oil. I almost ran out of olive oil, actually. I had to put it on my grocery list thanks to you, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. I made it for my husband. My husband is so fucking tiny. Like, my husband is so thin. And I feed him so much. Like, I was telling you, I made him cheesecake for his birthday. And I made him 2 nights before that, I made him banana bread. And 3 nights before that, I made him pie. Like, he just eats and eats and doesn't.
He's got a.
Yeah, step it up over there. This
Yeah.
man's eating way better than me.
Which
Yeah,
one's my
but-
camera?
Straight ahead. That one.
How much do you weigh, though?
Oh, like
Yeah, tell us.
Exactly.
like 205.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
my
what I
husband
guess.
weighs like 130 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's a
That's
lot.
not
Like
true.
140.
I think I was 130 in like 4th grade.
Yeah, same, probably.
Yeah.
Like, my husband turns to the side and disappears. Like,
I love
my
that.
husband can fit through like a mail slot. Like, my husband is so skinny. Like,
How skinny is he? Just do it.
like he is so thin. It makes me so angry because
Oh.
he's the reason I gained so much weight while I'm with him, because he's just like, I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much fucking.
Fuck him
I
for that. You
know.
know, for like loving you for who you are. What
I
kind of asshole does
know.
that?
And then he's like, "You want Culver's? Like, you
Which,
want,
yes,
Which, yeah,
you
say
always
yes
want
to Culver's.
Culver's,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
you want
we're
Taco
big Culver's.
John's?
Obviously, I
yeah.
want a
Yes.
6-pack and a pound.
Yeah, yes, I
Obviously.
want a fucking grilled burrito with
I
of
want the
course.
tater tots in it, and I want the tater tots outside it as
They're
well.
called potato olays.
And he just like, yeah, like because of that bastard, I gained a shitload of weight,
Yeah.
and
Son of a bitch.
Tyrel and I also looked like peak hotness when we met, just because divorce makes you do that. And we had discussed on the way up here in the car how we're like, man, it's cool when you fall in love and you like really let yourself go.
And you're
It's
like,
a nice
hey,
moment where you're like,
I'm not
oh
gonna
my
try
god,
so hard
I
anymore.
Yeah.
was like 3 months post trying to kill myself after I met Connor, and I was so sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was like hardcore alcoholic, like, so I was just smoking hot, you know?
Isn't that,
like,
yeah, that's always the case. I
yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
I was so hot. And man, I look back and I'm like, I was so mentally ill, but I was so goddamn hot.
Right?
Like, holy shit. Like,
No, I get it.
Once again, I would just like to say, everyone out there, go ahead and take those pills. Go ahead. Don't be
We'll give you a minute.
Don't be.
we'll give you
If you haven't taken
Go
your
ahead.
pills today, let's
Hit-
go ahead.
Hit pause.
We'll give you a sec.
I
Running.
swear we're not going to talk about anything interesting. We're all
So,
just gonna sit
Tyrel, what's it?
here. Yeah, we're just going to interview Tyrel.
We're just going to talk.
You're
This
not
is
going to
Tyrell's
miss
part.
a
You're not
fucking
missing
thing.
anything good.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks so bad. You're gonna be happy when you come back and Karen's like, "All right, we're done with you." You're gonna say, "Thank God."
Oh, now you just sound like my mom.
Oh my God, beep. That will be. I have 2 left. That was so sad.
Aww.
I'm sorry, Mom. In case my mom listens to this, it was just a
She's
joke.
not going to listen.
She's not going to listen.
If she listens, it's not going to be that far in.
That's right.
Yeah, she's
She's not going to make it
She'll
this
be
far
done in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, she's like, all
First
right.
I don't know what this fucking kid's doing with his life.
Yeah. Oh no, they quit once we brought up the underwear show gun. They're like, they did it again. They fucking got in their underwear again. Just grown adults.
We've got a segment that's called Hot Topics, where we bring up
That's good.
Yeah.
something crazy. Today we are talking about a woman brings in a raccoon to a Petco for a nail trim and lets other customers kiss it.
Lot
Would
to
you
unpack
let-
there. What I hope is that's the actual video. I hope that it's not just called that and you're tricking us into looking at
No.
something.
Well,
else.
actually, I have not watched the video because I wanted to wait until,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Is raccoon a euphemism for something
Yeah. Or you turn it on and it's just like,
porn? It's
An infomercial.
youporn.com.
yeah, it is.
By the way, if you want, so that reminds me, if you want to see the recipe for the Italian pesto pasta bake, you can go to mangomustache.com/sexyhousewife, which sounds like a porn site, but it is not.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it is, but this one is
This
not.
one is not.
This one isn't.
Yeah.
If you type it in a different way with like different spaces and
I don't
less
think there is a
stops.
video.
Oh man, I'm sorry. But would you
there's a
kiss the
picture.
raccoon?
There's a picture.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
There's a picture.
Yeah,
I see the
Would
I'm
you kiss the raccoon?
Well,
no.
I mean,
I don't think so. I don't think I would.
So
Yeah, blow that shit up. I can't.
I have a really good friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world.
He's
He's
lying.
like my adopted little brother. But he's deep in his heart, he's very white trash,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And the amount of times in the last 12 years that I've known this man, I've had to talk him out of buying a raccoon no less than 4 times. Like, no less than 4 times. I'm like, bro, that raccoon is eventually going to bite your face off.
Right.
Like, so no, I wouldn't
it
do
doesn't,
it.
she doesn't
Oh.
even look that white trash.
No, but she does look like
Crazy.
she's done. Yeah,
She looks like she's on her 3rd divorce.
she's unhinged for sure.
Yeah, she did not take her medication today.
Or for the
Once
past-
again, for those of you who have not come back yet, you're doing the right thing.
I don't know how to zoom in on the right spot.
Oh,
Well,
it's
that's
okay.
fine.
It's good.
I feel satisfied with this.
Okay.
This is we've got
It looks like a baby raccoon.
I was gonna
though.
say, so the raccoon is much smaller than I thought it was gonna be, and it looks like she's feeding it with a bottle. So this has to be some sort of like rescue thing. I don't know if I would want to pet it. I would definitely want to like hold its little hand and see its thumb, but I don't think I would kiss it.
So it says that she brought him there for a nail trim. Does Petco like? Do they trim?
Did
Can
they?
you just bring wild animals into
Did
Petco
they-
and be like,
Did they
hey,
trim
I
the nail?
found this squirrel,
This-
and its nails are long.
Can you just show up and just be like, yeah, this coyote.
Alex, you need to bring up that video of
This coyote
the
really
guy
needs
with the shit ton of hot dogs feeding them to the raccoons. I need to see that video right
This
now.
raccoon's nails are so long.
This raccoon, I found this raccoon.
What if they
outside.
bring in a shit ton? No. What if this lady brings in this raccoon to a nail salon next and gets it acrylics?
Honestly, that's more believable to me
That's-
than
A
Petco cutting a raccoon's nails. Yes.
Like, well,
Look at this!
Oh my god.
Fahrenheit. Ready?
Look at those fat ass
seeing like
raccoons.
having
That
them
one looks like a
outside-
panda standing up right there.
Having them outside is one thing. Like,
This is crazy.
if you're just feeding
It is
outdoor
crazy.
raccoons, that's one thing.
We have a place.
Oh my God, buddy! Take
These
it
all look
easy.
like my dog Pablo.
Oh my God.
Calls me back.
We have a place in Omaha called the Alpine Inn, and it is like a hole in the wall restaurant bar,
Chicken place.
a fried chicken place, and it's got a whole wall that's a window, and you can look out in the back, and it's like a forest, and they have like children's plastic pools that are filled with like old chicken bone scraps and like people's just scraps from the plates, and then raccoons eat it.
Sit at the window and eat.
Because these raccoons 7 days a week are eating fried chicken, they're massive.
They're huge.
I think of the biggest raccoon you've ever seen. It's bigger. Like it's bigger than what you're imagining. And they will eat while you eat. And it's
It's entertaining.
it's like
They
8
need to
steps
live
away
stream
from being
this.
Animal Farm. Like the
yeah,
raccoons are
it's-
gonna become mayor, and it's
Well,
gonna be
And I guess like with that and with this video of that guy feeding all these raccoons, my number one question is, how much money are you spending on feeding fucking
That was
wild animals?
raw
They were like
meat that he was
70
like
hot dogs. They were
Oh,
like
they hot
that was like
dogs.
50
Of course
hot
they
dogs.
were.
And that was
He's
just
going to Costco for you.
and
know.
they were gone in like 2 minutes. All those raccoons had them all
And they're
gone,
all
right?
fat as fuck.
Right. Second of all, what's the consequences if you just suddenly stop giving them the hot dogs? Do they
Yeah, what happens when
unionize
this?
and fucking like? At
Okay.
what point do they murder you?
Your name is Earl, and you're the guy who buys hot dogs for the raccoons, and I'm gonna be your wife, Mandy. Okay,
All
are
right,
you
all
ready?
right. Yeah, I'm ready.
Earl, god damn it, I was attacked by one of those raccoons.
Mandy, I told you they're not attacking you. They just need some hot dogs.
Their little nails are scraping at my ankles, and we do not
And-
have money for
and-
hot dogs.
And are you wearing socks?
My socks
I
are
hate it when my mama and papa fight.
now, Beth Sue.
See,
You get
now
your-
you're
you
teaching
get-
the girl to speak up to a man,
Oh
and
my
I don't want
Oh
that
my
in my house.
Listen, Earl, it is gonna be me
Why do I
or
look
the
Mexican?
raccoons. And that's because God made you the way he wanted, which was brown.
I don't know how to throw. I don't know where to go. That's who we first.
I don't think you're my daddy.
Listen, when you have a child as old as we are, I'm happy that you came out with 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Look at here, Sally Mae. As your mother.
That is not my name.
I was talking to the youngin.
Beth Ann?
Beth Ann.
My name is Betsy.
Beth Sue.
Oh, fuck.
Who
We
is
are
this
getting ahead of
child?
ourselves. This is about the raccoons and their long ass fingernails.
I love watching three people do improv that refuse to say yes and. You're always like, no,
Yeah,
but.
for the this is a great
No,
segue.
but.
I teach long form improv.
Yeah, she does.
I teach long form improv. And one of my things that I teach is not yes and, but no but. I think
Nice.
it's much better. It's much more fun. Because you can't say yes to everything. That makes no sense. That's not based in reality. If someone's like, "Hey, let's go shoot our faces out with guns," you're not going to be like, "Yes, and I'll bring the bullets." You're going to be like, because then the scene's over, right?
But if it's like a scene and somebody comes in and they're like, "Hey, I'm so glad I found you, my brother," or whatever. They're setting the scene up, and you're like, and you had this preconceived notion of how the scene was going to. You're like, "What are you talking about? I'm your dad, and we're on the top of the Eiffel Tower."
Sure,
Right.
that's pure negotiation, right? Yeah,
You're just at that point just telling them no.
I have a funny raccoon story. It's so fucked up. Before we go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So when I was in high school and college, I was like a pretty big slut. And thank you. I was hard work. And I was also like, I've always been a pretty big bitch, but like I was a vegan. So I was like,
Oh,
and
so you were just a cunt.
I was such a cunt. But like I was vegan with an eating disorder. So I was just like a huge cunt.
Yeah.
And this fucking kid, he drowned a raccoon in a cage.
Oh my God.
And I like blasted him on social media, and I'm pretty sure I got him fired from his job.
Good.
And flash forward like 2-3 years later, or like not even, maybe. Turns out that he shows up to a party with one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that it was the same guy. I thought he was cute.
Uh-oh.
So I don't think I fucked him because we were both too drunk.
Sure.
But we definitely did shit.
So
So I wound up like pretty much fucking him.
Yeah.
And like I did not know that it was him until like 2 days later.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, "Oh yeah, like this guy thought that you hated him." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "'Cause he's that guy that drowned the raccoon and you got him fired from his job." And I was like, I God damn it, I did it again. Bleep. I fucked the raccoon killer. Like I fucked the fucking raccoon. Like you're kidding. I fucked the I fucked the guy that I got fired.
at least you like did him a solid back for him losing his job, you know?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, it makes sense why like it didn't work out and he did not make me come. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
that does make sense. The biggest thing I learned from your story is that being vegan is not already an eating disorder.
I mean, a lot of vegans have eating disorders. I mean, I was vegan to mask my eating disorder because I was like, I can't
The
eat that. I'm
look you're giving
vegan.
me.
But in reality, I had a raging eating disorder.
The most ironic thing about that story for me is the job that he lost was actually the raccoon nail trimmer at Petco.
I think he was just the nail trimmer, but he got somebody
and
brought
he'd
a
never say no.
raccoon in.
And he didn't know where to draw the fucking line.
He should have fucking trimmed that raccoons and snails instead.
Tried to give it a bath while he was at it.
Before we get out of here, you guys, let's all remember Bandit, the world's largest pet raccoon who was addicted to Pringles.
Oh, it's because their little hands can fit in the tube. they're just small enough.
That's it.
Oh, Bandit.
Is there a video of Bandit?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Oh.
looks like my dog, Pablo.
So let's be honest. So that could just be any random raccoon in that photo. Not that one,
This
but
one?
that one. Like that. I don't think that's Bandit. I can't tell the difference.
Why wouldn't it be Bandit?
Yeah, look at pet raccoon Bandit, not shown here.
That's
it.
just a picture of a raccoon.
Wait, 25.1.
It'd be crazy if they could do that with people, right? There's like Tyrel Frazier and it's just a white guy.
Just white guy.
Not
I mean,
shown
honestly,
here.
it'd probably be a black guy, but like,
right. We'll cover that in the show
we'll
tonight.
cover it in the show. Sorry, I didn't mean to do
Do you
that.
guys have any
my
shows
Yeah.
after this airs?
Yes.
6:20.
I have a show in Omaha, Nebraska at the Backline comedy theater. It is Comedy After Dark. So it is an adult-rated comedy show, which I believe Tyrell is.
Yeah, I'm on that show as well. I totally forgot I was on that show.
I do want to make it clear that Tyrell and I do shows separately.
We do.
We just happen this summer to book a lot of them together.
It's nice, especially with out-of-town stuff. Since we travel so much, it's just, you know what I mean? It makes sense.
You don't have to go town to town alone trying to fuck one of the townies.
Right.
It's nice.
You get laid every night.
You get laid every night.
Nice.
Unless you do bad on stage.
Yeah.
Then you have to.
Then
just jerk off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for making the drive.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Make sure the pasta's a little hard.
Shut up, Ma.
Don't tell me.
Where can we find you guys?
All of my socials are Rachel Ware Comedy. Instagram, TikTok.
They'll be in the bios as well.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All of
And all the
mine are
descriptions.
at Not That Tyrell. Because when you look at me, or when you think of a Tyrell, I'm not that Tyrell.
Oh my God, you nailed it.
I
just
biffed
get
that.
it. It's okay. Will that be my final bleep? I think I'll use that to be my final bleep.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Sexy Housewife Podcast on Mango Mustache Media.
Oh.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Mango Mustache Media.